そしてこういう会話も。
カヨンは殺される。これが裕次郎。
足りねえか。とかその大才。
Baki's dad, the ogre, is a base Chad who knows no limits to aura farming. He also has an attitude problem, so here are the top moments when Yujiro Hanma disrespected everyone in Baki.
かつては破壊不可能だった物体をあながち無意味とも思えぬが。
で、教えてやるよ。取るにも足らぬ錯覚の歴史だ。100年も使ったんだ。とりあえずはうぜえ。
There's disrespectful, and then there's Yujiro Hanma ripping off Ryukaio's face in front of a live audience. The Raitai tournament was supposed to be super competitive for the Japanese fighters, but the ogre had other plans in mind. Ryu was the sensei of Sea King Retsu, but Mr. Hanma clearly doesn't care for anyone's reputation. This was dog walking on a whole other level, and nothing will ever be able to undo the humiliation Ryu felt here. The man even tried to come back from the dead for round 2, but got smacked into the ground again like an insignificant ant.
老子、
私を良くする気か。
ずるいじじいだぜ。
Miyamoto Musashi is supposed to be the ultimate samurai fighter in the history of Japan. This man has a crazy legacy, and he's respected a lot in Japan. Even then, Yujiro Hanma totally disrespected him without any hesitation. Bro flicked a bottle piece right at his head, which was already bad enough. But then he went ahead and kicked the man right in the eggs. Jesus Christ. Even God won't be able to save you from that kind of pain. Plus, he knocked out Musashi for a bit. No matter who he's up against, Yujiro is always unfazed.
撃たれた記憶もないままに彼岸をさまよっていた。あれ、
外武蔵。
受け止めきれん。
地上いつ以来か潰れると分かるまでのプロセス。時間。
鍛え込んだいい手組だ。
してさえなお手放さなかった刀剣が我が身から離れてさえ気づかぬ。
いざ刀を手放したら気が増しやがった。我が二天一流の残念なことじゃが、これは全米最強かなんか知らんが受刑者だろう。さすがに取りすぎだぜ。
ここにあるのはまだ5分の1程度さ。
不安の裏返しにも見て取れる。
君のせがれであるバキが
生まれ落ちた者が社を追い詰め ついには格闘技という
Biscuit Oliva is supposed to be the strongest man in America. The man is treated like a king despite being a prisoner, but of course, he's nowhere close to what Yujiro is capable of. We all wanted to see how these two would face off against each other, and it went just as expected. The ogre smacked Oliva away and then made him look so small when they started their test of strength. It's not a common sight to see Oliva looking like a soggy cracker, but when you're dealing with the ultimate weapon of the Baki universe, nothing is impossible.
ゆえに
なんという不純という汚れなんという不真面目感動それらのデコレーションは勝利というシンプルな結晶を
打撃勝負じゃ分が悪い
結海抜雲のそれが
この時ビスケットオリバの頭部海抜 1106.3 メートル
これすげえ地上最強って
俺の2倍
The old Baki anime may be forgotten by most, but the Yujiro Hanma of this era was so unhinged, it's not even funny. This man's only purpose in the story was to be a menace, and he did his job to the T. The encounter against his son was difficult to watch because Baki was giving it his best shot, but was doing zero damage to his dad. You could even say this was the OG pillow puncher before Naoya. Bro didn't stop there. He also killed his own wife, which was quite shocking, but it doesn't stop there. The man ended up destroying a whole bunch of elite fighters right after, for no good reason. What even is this behavior?
喜ばせてやるサッターをな
食うぜ
だと来い
愛は
ハンマ裕次郎よ私の勝ちよ裕次郎相手だ大したことないじゃん。
なんていい女なんだ。各海洋は中国憲法そのものだ。何の意味も持たぬ。始め。
ありがとう。
各海洋よ。お前はここへたどり着くために
力。身を焦がすほど欲した力。
なるほど。
その逆じゃよ、裕次郎。
Kaku Kaio is supposed to be 146 years old, which means he's the oldest living martial artist in the world. He's got tons of experience, and his techniques are out of this world. He also has the secret technique, Shaori, and despite all this, he still lost to Yujiro in humiliating fashion. Sure, he can give the excuse that he faked his own death, but be serious now. Bro is gonna die one way or another. Yujiro picked up Shaori in the middle of their fight, but then chose not to use it, simply because he didn't find it impressive. Yup, that's disrespect in its purest form.
勝利
どうした？
いや当たっている
信じるもよし信じぬもよし
何を言ってるんだ？
のパンチ力受けてみ。
親父が逃げた。
おやこれは何割れちゃった。
このタヌキがだろうと思ったぜ。
なんて力こぶだ。殺される。これが裕次郎。
足りねえか。
ギとかその大祭ブシュンブツァ
相手はキャリア140年の
調子こかせてもらうぜ。
終わらせる気だ。
背中の筋肉が
違う、筋肉の形が。
本体餌
バカかってめえ。
父さん。
裕次郎
花山さん。
弱い柔道をして日本一の喧嘩師と聞いていたが
Vintage Yujiro is back to doing what he does best, which is to interrupt fights, call everyone weak, and then beat them up. The scene in question is the fight between Baki and Hanayama, with the both of them pretty beat up. Even so, the ogre just randomly jumps off a chopper and breaks in from the freaking window. There's way too much testosterone in that man, and it shows. Bro picked up Hanayama and tossed him aside as if he was a soft toy. This is not normal behavior.
爆撃だ。
化け物だ。160キロの花山を左手一本で放り投げるとは。
どうした？
二代目
くだらん。だって。
And all this time since I've been in office, out having the Secret Service hiding in the woodwork.
You sure talk a lot.
Oh, sorry. Ever since the time of my predecessor, Ronald Reagan, with the man known as the Ogre or Yujiro Hanma.
Just get on with it, will ya?
Sorry? I got carried away.
Imagine being such a Chad that you can disrespect the President of the United States of America with no second thoughts. Sure, they don't actually say Barack Obama, but Barack Ozma isn't exactly being too subtle about it. Anyway, Yujiro sits with his feet facing Obama like it's no big deal at all. Then he also threatens the man for trying to interfere in between his whole drama with Baki. That's insane.
Will never interfere with you or your actions, regardless of anything that might happen. Solemnly swear, as President of the United States, Barack Ozma.
俺の生活の一切に関わらぬ野郎が我が家の親子喧嘩に首を突っ込む。君たち親子の衝突はこうばならない人々を手のひらから髪を捨て初めて偽りなき言葉を口にしたな。よう、烏合の衆って誰のことだい？にも父親にも。しかも瞬殺を免れたなら火星も期待できると。
見抜かれ、あまりにも的確に指摘され。
でもしてな。入るぜ。
Katsumi Orochi is a fine fighter who's been able to do his adoptive father proud, but that's not what Yujiro Hanma believes. He totally violated him when all the fighters gathered to see Pickle, and then the whole trick with the laces was like rubbing salt onto his wounds. And then Bro also violated the glass, which was pretty traumatic to watch on a whole other level.
俺の言葉がわからぬならわからぬまま感じ取れ。俺の思い真に刻め。貴様とやりに来た。わざわざ。俺に技を使わせやがった。認めるよな、柳さん。勝負ありだ。本部さん、後ろ。柳よ、おめえの負けだ。言うな、殺される。勝ち負けを決めるのはあんたではない。聞いたか、元部。大正解だぜ。
Yanagi was one of the 5 death row convicts, and he was hyped up like crazy. Of course, none of that matters when you're up against the ogre, as he too found out. Bro thought he gained some aura points by trying to stand up to Yujiro, but even his opponent Motobi was warning him not to do that. All it took was one strike, and Yanagi almost died on the spot. I honestly thought that was the end of him, but then they showed Yanagi later on, just to let us know he wasn't murdered.
勝負とはいえルールはねえ。双方が勝手に決めりゃいい。手をぶった切られ。遅かったな、じじい。
終わっているようじゃな。
喋りすぎた。屈服しねえ以上は勝手に決着つけさせてもらったぜ。あの親子喧嘩以来だ。俺が俺だと気づかれる。ところで花山のこのハンマー裕次郎にどうしろと？
オーガ先生、サインを。
Hanayama has so much aura that you'd almost believe he was the main character of the show. The man is an absolute unit, but once again, he's nothing when put against Yujiro Hanma. The ogre was literally explaining why Hanayama wasn't able to land any blows onto him in the middle of their fight. The fact that he's coaching his own opponent and still winning with one strike says all that needs to be said about Mr. Hanma.
さて、長引かせる理由もない。甘から来い。
花山薫、両者の天賦に恵まれる自分が卑怯と断じて出し抜かれぬよう。
すっごい顔して。
希望がおじけてる。
Like, share, and subscribe if you like this list and want to see part 2 of this topic. Have any suggestions? Drop them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can make a video on them. Okay then, stay strong and be good people.